I just want to make clear, Wendy, that I'm happy to answer questions that are, in my mind, clear enough to answer, but it should be made clear that these answers to these questions are for information basis only, and if people are intending to take any legal action, that they should consult a lawyer. So that's clear because things change with the facts. And so if there's any facts in the questions that I'm not made aware of, proper legal advice can't be given. So these are basic informational questions and basic informational answers based on the question.
Thank you for joining us today, Rocco.
You're welcome, Wendy.
So the question today comes from Greg. Is a restaurant or other vaccine passport participating business allowed to refuse entry for not providing vaccination proof? In Ontario, they do not even allow for a negative rapid test. How is this allowed constitutionality? What laws or businesses breaking enforcing these mandates?
Well, it's unconstitutional and it breaches various provincial statutes with respect to your right to private health information. So again, as I've explained in other answers to other questions, that's the law. However, they're goons at the door. What do you practically do? The practical solution is not really available to an individual on an individual basis. That's why we're doing these collective multi-plaintiff lawsuits to try to redress it for everyone, but it can't be redressed on a personal basis. On a daily basis. You imagine these incidents go into the tens of millions in a week across the country. So what they're doing is they're taking the cue again from the government that says be lawless. I mean, look at what happened down in the States. The Fifth Circuit Court put an injunction in on vaccination mandates pending the final resolution. President Joe Biden gets up the next day and says what? Ignore the court ruling. To the employers and say keep on the vaccine mandate. Well, in another time and place, that would have been basis for impeachment and hauling him in for contempt of court. But here's the president of the United States saying to people, ignore a court decision.
Right. So the actions that you've taken are far and wide, addressing all of the mandates in order to halt those. Get a decision in court so that we can then proceed based on case law that precedent.
Right. That's right. And nobody can afford to fund a lawsuit by themselves. That's the problem. That's why we're doing multi-plaintiff lawsuits.
Okay. Thank you for that.
We are Canadians. We are free. It's meant to be. From sea to shining sea. We are Canadians. Stand tall, stand fast, stand true. We are Canadians.